We want to switch gears. San Diego State has a huge opportunity Saturday night in Salt Lake City against Utah, the 14th ranked Utes. San Diego State, 7 p.m. against Utah on Saturday. You can hear that game right here on the all-new San Diego Sports 760 at 7 o'clock Pacific. Our pregame coverage will begin at 5. It's great to catch up with San Diego State junior safety Devaughn Celestine, who had a huge game for San Diego State this past Saturday. 9 tackles in a win in his first career start. Devaughn, great to have you with us here on John and Jim. What was Saturday like for you in terms of nerves? Like, what were your nerves like going into a game where you are starting for the Aztecs, and then, of course, you put together a great game? But what was it like leading up to Saturday?
I just want to first off thank you for having me on. And in terms of nerves, it's all football at the end of the day, whether it's me or setup. Like I said on Saturday, you always just got to be ready. You never know when your name's going to be called. So my name got called, and I had that chance to show the team what I could do and so that they could trust me and know that I know what I'm doing when I'm on that field next to them.
And playing back in San Diego, of course, Snapdragon Stadium, brand new facility for you guys. What has it been like for the first 2 games there at Snapdragon Stadium, having a home field advantage finally here in San Diego?
Yeah, it's been electric, honestly. The student section, the fans, has been electric, and I feel like that's honestly a big turning point in some games is the fans. The offense not being able to hear the calls or anything like that, or it's a big third down, they can't hear, they got to call timeout. Like, that's huge. So I feel like us having that home field advantage definitely helped us, and having the fans there is always better to be in San Diego.
Devaughn Celestine, San Diego State junior safety, with us right now on John and Jim. So you found out, I was with you in the press conference after the game, you found out you were going to start last week, early in the week, so you had all that time to prepare and practice. Was your preparation last week any different than a normal week, knowing that you were going to start, or not?
No, I mean, I prepare the same every week because, like I said before, you never know when you're going to win. So if I'm starting this week and I prepare a little bit more, well, what happens when you don't know if you're starting? What's up? What happens when Ced's up and Ced gets hurt? Do you know what you're doing? You always got to know what you're doing. So I prepare the same way. It's just if my name gets called, I'm always ready. So.
You were a walk-on at San Diego State 4 seasons ago. What made San Diego State the right spot for you?
Just the culture, honestly, the culture and the defense. My head coach in high school actually played here, and he recommended them for me. He said that they have a hard-nosed defense, and I like Brady Hoke and Coach Long. Well, prior to when Coach Long was here, he was like, I like Coach Long, and I like the coaching staff up there. I think it'll be good for you, and I think it'll be a good transition from our high school, which is super disciplined, into a college where I feel like it's super disciplined.
Yeah, it's interesting because you have a pretty unique opportunity to play for some of the best defensive minds in football, whether that was Coach Long, now Coach Hoke, Coach Maddox, regarded as one of the best coordinators in the nation. What's it like for you learning from these defensive minds?
It just gives you a different aspect on the game because I feel like we play defense differently here. We obviously have a different defense running, the 3-3-5 and things like that, but I feel like we all run to the ball with bad humor. We always talk about first person gets to the ball, second person with the ball out. It's a defense by community, or like running back by community. So it's everybody's doing everything. The defensive line to the DBs to linebackers. Everybody has to be on the same page at all times, I feel like.
You guys have a very tough test this Saturday in Utah versus the Utes. What are some keys to taking home a win there and getting an upset in Utah?
Well, obviously, in our first 2 games, with the lack of turnovers, is going to be huge this week. I feel like going into their home field, they have a home field advantage for all the fans. You got to get the fans out the game quick. So I feel like getting an early turnover, or even special teams, a big special teams play, anything of that nature to turn the course to our favor would be huge.
Devaughn Celestine with us, San Diego State junior safety. Again, 9 tackles against Idaho State in the Aztecs' first win of 2022. We're talking about the game coming up this weekend against the University of Utah. Devaughn, in your opinion, can playing on the road kind of bring a team closer together?
I feel like it definitely has, because you don't have that not, I wouldn't say comfort, but always having that, you got the fans in the game at the end of the day. Everybody's heads out the game. You still got the fans. The fans are still rooting for you. So, like, as a team, you got to really come together and stay together, because we all got to keep our heads in the game, because the fans are against us. So if we're against each other, then we got us against each other and the fans, and we just can't have that. So as long as we're together and we're all on the same page, then we'll be just fine.
Yeah, it's interesting because from the outside, that's intimidating. The idea of like a football team against 50,000 fans, right? Or a football team against 100,000, depending on the venue. Like you're going into a sold-out Rice-Eccles Stadium. This is a team that's picked to finish at the top of the Pac-12. They have playoff aspirations. You beat them a year ago in Carson. What is that like, that us against the world mentality when you play football?
Oh, we honestly love that because now we got something to prove, and now we got some even more to play for. So now to shock the world, everybody thinks we're underdogs right now. So we're just gonna come in there and just play Aztec defense and Aztec football, all three phases of the game.
Devaughn, congratulations on a great game against Idaho State. Keep it going this weekend. You can hear the game right here on San Diego Sports 760, 7 o'clock Pacific, 5 o'clock with the pregame. Best of luck in Utah. Thank you for the time today.
Thank you, and thanks for having me on again.